What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shadow Shadnick, and today's gameplay is going to be some Black Ops 7 beta footage. And the reason for that is it is the week of Black Ops 7. It launches on Friday as I am recording this video for you guys. And I just wanted to give you guys a couple of channel updates. But before we get into that, I want to thank you all for watching first and foremost. Definitely drop me a thumbs up on the video if you have not already. It really helps me in the algorithm. Definitely drop me a comment. What are your thoughts about Black Ops 7? Do you think it's going to be a good game? Are you going to be playing it? Let me know down below. I just want to give you guys a couple channel updates. If you guys have been hanging around the channel for the past couple weeks and months, you've noticed that I have not been posting a whole lot of Call of Duty. I've been playing a lot of other games, a lot of Battlefield 6, some Battlefield 6 Red Sect, some Arc Raiders, which dropped like literally right after Red Sect. I've been playing the Finals and Delta Force on the channel as well, and it's been reflected on my clips too. And I want to thank you guys too for sticking around even though I've been posting other games, because this is primarily a Call of Duty content channel. But I also don't want to get boxed in on Call of Duty, which is part of the reason why I haven't been posting so much Call of Duty. But another reason too is this, that I personally don't feel like Call of Duty has been doing a good enough job to earn it and any amount of extra publicity on my channel. I do know that I'm a smaller content creator, but I feel like principally, like, you don't want to put gameplay and promote a game that you're not enjoying or that just generally just kind of sucks. And Call of Duty has been that for me the past year. And Black Ops 6, you know, it wasn't all bad. It wasn't all garbage. I did enjoy the zombies mode overall. I had a blast with that. Had a lot of fun doing all the Easter eggs there. The multiplayer left a lot to be desired from my point of view. I really didn't enjoy it. A lot of it had to do too with the fact that I started off with zombies, and by the time I was done with zombies, I was not familiar with any of the new launch maps that came out with Black Ops 6. And it was completely different from Modern Warfare 3, where Modern Warfare 3 was just OG Modern Warfare 2 maps from 2009. So I was able to spend a lot of time on zombies in that game and then jump into multiplayer, and I didn't feel like I missed out on anything. It was completely different with Black Ops 6. Learning the maps was a disaster, and the maps weren't great. So Black Ops 6 just was overall just not a great game for me. And then you add on Warzone too. Warzone really only had a little blip of positivity for me, and that was when they first brought back Verdansk. Outside of that, Warzone was pretty much dead in the water. So I've been playing other games that I've been enjoying, and with Black Ops 7 coming out this week, do expect to see more Call of Duty moving forward up until maybe I stop enjoying even Black Ops 7, and I don't even know exactly specifically what to expect. Now, within the beta, they did add a open mosh pit playlist, which I was raving about when the beta was out, mainly because it felt like classic Call of Duty. And if you don't know what they did there, it's pretty much open matchmaking where skill is minimally considered when matching you up with other players. And one of the biggest factors with matching you up with other players is actually connection, which is what people really want. The classic statement, ping is king, if you've ever heard of that. And with this matchmaking, the open matchmaking, it feels like classic Call of Duty. You're gonna experience players that are way better, that are cracked, that seem to be moving faster than it's humanly possible, and then you're gonna come across those no thumb Timmies too that seem like they've just picked up Call of Duty for the first time yesterday. And I think that is really good. A mixture of matchmaking, mixture of players that you're playing against, a mixture of teammates that you get. As long as the team balancing within those games is done well enough. I don't want to be, you know, I don't have two level of thousands on one side of the game where there's all level ones on the other team too. So as long as they do the team balancing good with that as well, this is the matchmaking that Call of Duty has been missing the past 6 years. And I think that this is what could bring Call of Duty back into the fold as being a premier first-person shooter. Now, if they stick to that, yeah, Black Ops 7 is going to be, I think it's going to be a good game, and I think you're going to see a lot more of it on the channel. And I hope to see it explode on Twitch and on YouTube, just like, you know, Call of Duties of the past. But if they go back on that, or they do some other sneaky stuff to make the game not feel as fun, and the keyword's fun, I do think that Call of Duty is gonna have a bad year, and you're not gonna see too much of it on the channel. You're gonna see some of it here and there, maybe when there's some updates that need to be made, maybe a new weapon, a classic weapon that I'm excited for. I might post a video or maybe put a stream up. But if Call of Duty is not going to be fun to play, it's not going to be on the channel. And that's just really how I'm going to feel for any game that I'm going to be playing. If it's not fun, if it's not interesting, I'm not going to post it, and I'm not going to play it, and I'm not going to stream it. So, but with this game coming out and it's new, I'm going to give it a fair shot. We're going to see how the game actually plays. We're going to see if they stick to their no actual strict skill-based matchmaking in this game. Now, that's just one side of the game. Obviously, zombies is going to be a huge hit, or should be a huge hit with this game. Zombies is a huge hit for me pretty much every year. With this one, I think it's going to be another hit. I think it's going to be good. I can't imagine me not streaming a whole bunch of zombies and posting some zombies long-form videos for you guys. But again, we'll see. Maybe they do something weird where maybe even I don't enjoy zombies this year. The more interesting mode this year to me is honestly the campaign. The campaign is going to be a co-op campaign. You can play it solo, but you can also play it with up to 4 players. And that is very interesting in and of itself, just the fact that you can play 4-player co-op campaign, I think for like the first time ever in Call of Duty. But they're teasing this big end game thing where it's going to be like on a Warzone map, which is the new Warzone map Avalon. And I don't know how many players specifically are going to be all on that, but at the end of the campaign, it's just going to be a whole bunch of real players, probably some NPCs, in a big end game featured event that happens at the very end of the campaign. And I don't know exactly how it's going to play out. They've detailed some information about it on blogs, and they may have even posted something more detailed today as I'm recording this video, but there's not too much information on the end game other than that it's co-op, that it's going to be a whole bunch of a lot of other players, and also that it's going to be replayable, especially considering that there's going to be camos across all of these modes. There's going to be camos, of course, in multiplayer like we see every year, camos in zombies like we've been seeing recently, and then there's going to be now added camos for campaign. So I think that the end game's probably going to be involved with, you know, probably one of the mastery camos. That's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to be definitely diving into all of that. I'm definitely going to play through the campaign at least once, but I honestly, coming on this side before the game even comes out, I can say with a decent amount of confidence that I'm probably going to end up doing all of the camos for the campaign as well as zombies. Now again, if matchmaking is more normal, like classic Call of Duty, I'm going to be going for the multiplayer camos as well. If it's more like the multiplayer experience the past 6 years, you know, how it was starting with Modern Warfare 2019, I'm not going to be going for the mastery camos most likely. Maybe if I really enjoy just Black Ops 7 multiplayer movement, if the matchmaking is crazy, I still might, but I highly doubt it. Because for me, it's just about how difficult it is and how much time it takes just to get the basic camos in the game. Whether I'm running around with a submachine gun or assault rifle, it shouldn't take me an incredible amount of time to level up a weapon or get a mastery camo, especially when there's 30 weapons in the game and there's mastery camos across all of these modes. And then I'm sure they're going to add some more Warzone mastery camos too when they update Warzone. And with that, I do want to just touch on Warzone a little bit. Right now, Warzone couldn't be worse from my perspective. I've dabbled off stream playing Resurgence and Big Map Warzone, and I have not enjoyed really much of my time there. I've enjoyed the interactions with other players and teammates, but the actual game itself is not that fun. And I know that they were saying something about updating the game in April, and I know that they actually came out and said something that they might try to speed that up. And they're also going to add some big map rotation for Warzone, which should add to the variety of the gameplay. But Warzone's in a really bad spot, and I don't think it's going to get too much better moving forward, but we'll have to see on that front as well. Battlefield Red Sect, in my opinion, was just better than Warzone in pretty much every way. It really reminded me, and I think a lot of other people online, of the early days of Warzone, if not a little bit better. It was really difficult to get a win in Red Sect, which I was able to finally do on stream, but it honestly, Warzone, I just think that Warzone needs to completely revamp. I think that they probably should maybe almost end the whole Warzone side of things and maybe try to go back on the Blackout and just go full force and not mix the two. But I mean, they might end up just mixing the two. Warzone might be a thing where it's like there's a Blackout mode within Warzone where you don't get your loadout, but you're able to scavenge for all individual attachments and stuff like that. But we'll see what Call of Duty ends up doing moving forward. Like I said, Black Ops 7 is releasing this Friday, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be definitely streaming the first couple hours of gameplay. Definitely going to be recording some of the first hours of gameplay too, so I can give you guys some long form videos. I'm not exactly sure what the schedule is going to be for me once the game comes out, other than the fact that I'm going to be spending a lot of time playing the game and editing content for you guys. Definitely be patient with me as the game releases. I do not have to work all weekend, so I'm going to be diving full into content creation mode, but still stay patient with me in terms of some of the streams, and trying to get some sleep in there and also putting out some of these videos for you guys too. I expect to be a complete content creation farm over here, so we're going to continue the clips, we're going to continue the long form YouTube videos, and we're going to continue the streams. So I thank you all for the support. I cannot stress this enough. Thank you guys for the thumbs up on all of the streams, on all of the videos. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for following me on Twitch. If you have not, definitely drop me a follow on there. I'm also on TikTok too. My TikTok following is not very large. I'm still working on that. So if you have not followed me over there, definitely jump on over there and got me a follow. It would help me out so much. And as well too, I'm just starting to grow my Instagram, kind of growing all of my socials here behind the scenes, so I'm going to plug that as well. If you're not following me on IG, definitely follow me on IG. But other than that, Shadow Shadnik is out for the day. I'll see you guys in Black Ops 7. Peace.
Stars.